Alright, I do know what we're doing this time, I think. So, I did say that there are a few things still left to do, like I do think that I still need to master romance a Muzapan in here, but why isn't there a clear button? I did say it was about time we finally tried out this other garden idea that I thought sounded kind of fun. Kind of an aviary type of thing. No. There we go. Just birds. Because birds are nice. Why I would... Now, this could be a giant mistake. Because this could be that I am just giving myself an entire garden... No, go away. You go away too. Giving myself an entire garden of flying piñatas to suffer with. But we'll see what comes of it. Huh? Was that a ruffian? Why? Whatever, you do whatever you want. How nice of this game to give us some funding back after how much we've been spending lately. I do need to get to master romancing some things. If nothing else, just to make some money back on everything. Alright, is there everything here to sell? Almost. Really selling it out from underneath. Well, that's awkward. There we go. Are more ruffians coming? What's this game's problem? I should not have a New World visitor. No, you're banned. Look at the sign. It's right there. Go away. You're banned too, Lickatoad. Everyone's banned. No one has the right to be here. Private land. I'll allow Cluckles. I don't expect them to appear, but I'll allow them. Wow, that was interesting. Yeah, so if you press the button and then move the stick. It's weird how this game puts a delay on, basically. Oh, sometimes. Puts a delay on every input like that. Okay, fine. Swanana can at least be allowed to appear, maybe. At least for now. I don't think I'll keep Swanana's here, because I already had the water garden for that. Jeez! Look at this! Also, someone died. Who died and how and why? Dude! What kind of welcome party is this? Like 6 ruffians and Pester just immediately come on. Why? Okay. How strange. Anyways, whatever. I like how characters don't even acknowledge each other. It's like, oh yeah, I think this guy's a tool, but whatever. And I have nothing for him to destroy. I thought he was supposed to only come when you had a valuable enough garden. And then there's literally nothing for him to do anything to. Anyways. So let's start small. Well, let's go up the tier list of birds. Actually, it might be faster. Nope, it does not tell you how to get Candaries. You have to go to the experiments, and then that tells you how to get Candari from them. We can start with Candaries. I'll probably actually mean letting some worms in here, but at least that should not be difficult to acquire. You could also just ask Gretchen to get them for me. I'm half tempted to, but... A worm, 2 worm, eat a worm. That's fine. We'll get these guys to start with. Alright, worms, come on in. I normally refuse to acknowledge your existence, but... And we'll fill stuff in and whatnot. So the tricky part is, I'm not entirely sure what I want this place to look like. Why are you here? I'm not entirely sure yet what I want this place to be like aesthetically. So in real life, an aviary is usually like a giant bird cage. And it's a bird enclosure, right? What are you doing? I don't have anything you want. Do I? I do have some water, I guess. No. I have none of these things. Go away. You can appear on the outskirts and hopefully not be too annoying with your weird flying ways, but... Alright, yeah, you come in here. Are even worms too indecisive for this place? Get in. I have 2 worms. I should have just let them become residents earlier. I wasn't thinking that I would need them for experiments. So I want a few experiments. I want them to produce candy rays as well. Go away. Why do you keep flying into my garden like this? Just not gonna come in? Seriously? But yeah, so normally an aviary is like an enclosure, but unfortunately the gardens in this game are not very enclosed. Where are you here, Levos?
Did you know that the
Yeah, I know about bananas. I wish I didn't. Okay. There we go. So you're gonna do your thing. You'll do your thing. At least you should. And then experiments should appear. We don't actually have experiments on the band board to start with anyways. We can master romance them, I guess. Come on in. This guy actually has their resident requirements fulfilled and just doesn't become a resident. I'm gonna be very upset. There we go. You need to come in. Come in here. But in terms of aesthetic, so I don't know if we really want much in the way of ponds or anything. I imagine it'll be a somewhat garden-ish, the aesthetic, so mostly, we can start with some grass and the like. We might still add some, ponds or something, I don't know. I don't usually think to myself, what would a bird want? Maybe I should ask myself that question more often. But we can start with grass. I don't think there's really anything here that would make more sense as right. She just starts rolling like she realized she forgot to turn off the oven or something. Is that worm just still there? Okay, we have experiments. But they're not going to come in unless I have 2 of these guys. Get in here. You've been standing there for like half of the whole day. But I can't think of any surface that would be more fitting than just grass, so... I'm going to send someone out to hunt you if I have to. It's late at this point, they're probably going to leave. Seriously though, does it have to be difficult to even get a worm in this game? Where are you going? Where are you going? They're still staying on the outskirts of the garden for some reason. Little circle. Like, come in or not? Got a goo-goo. And as I was saying, in the meantime we can put down some grass. I don't think tall grass would make too much sense. So I'll just start with this for now. I don't know how many things there are in this game that would be like bird things that birds would like. There's certain kinds of decorations, but I don't really know what kinds of decorations a bird would want. And I would think that you'd want things like from to like perch on and whatnot, but You don't really have perches you can buy for birds in this game. Not directly, I mean there are things that they can incidentally climb onto, like houses and trees and whatnot, so presumably I would want to have some trees. That worm is still there. It might be leaving now. And if they leave, I'll just send Gretchen for them. They won't escape. Yep. You think you're too good for me? I have force on my side. And by that I mean money, which should be translated into force.
Wow, I still ache from that elf vanilla hunt.
Money is power, worm, taste that. In the meantime. Something to do to pass the night at least. Since otherwise... I don't think we want any nocturnal piñatas here. I don't think any of the avians we want here are nocturnal, so... We're gonna have some boring nights here, I have a feeling, unfortunately. I don't know if I'll try to go for bird species that I've already gotten elsewhere. Like the vulturos. Kind of decide against the swananas, I think. Plus, I mostly mean, I'm birds that mostly, like, walk around. Like swans, and they can fly, but they don't spend most of their time, like... I mostly mean, like, smaller birds or birds of prey. Are the kinds of birds I have in mind for this place. This could have been so much easier for you, worm. I feel validated calling them worms when the game actually calls them worms too. By mistake in some places, so... To me they are both worms and worms. Anyways. If this seems tedious, compare this to the first game where you started with no grass. At least, I don't know if it was literally none or just close to none. I think it was literally none. I think everything was really just cracked earth. Dry earth. Hard soil. That's why I think they called it hard soil. So you didn't only have to... You didn't even start with dirt. You had to turn all that into soil before you could do anything else. And then you could put grass on it if you wanted, or dig up ponds or whatever. And of course, once you figured out you could use the mail crates to really quickly get rid of all the hard soil, it was not that bad. But I don't think most people ever realized that. That was just a somewhat obscure tip I found online once. There's nothing for you guys to do here other than just eat my worms, so just eat them. Don't waste time. There you go. No! You exist only for this purpose. Don't get in my way. I wonder how the game does those water droplet effects on the camera. Can I just... Yeah, I can just look up and get lots of water drops on the camera. If I look down, I don't think that happens. No, it doesn't. That is really cool. This game does have some really nice bits of detail. Yay! I will reap the puny amount of money you're worth. Easy does. Just don't know why you're here, but... So I probably will plant some trees and whatnot. I'll take a look at what Lottie has to offer too for bird decoration. Blammo! Alright, and worms will never return. Amazing. Okay. I also don't intend to have ducks here, for instance. Alright, so these guys can get a house. But I'll also take a look. Every moment that passes, I'm considering more and more banning those ridiculous bananas again. It just hurts to look at them. Just because of how badly they fly. Anyways.
Here to buy or sell. It doesn't matter. I can turn it all into
Right, is there anything here I might want? In fact, toy thing, since I still need to do something with these. But any of these, so they mostly seem to be trains. Bulldozer. Sorry, I can't read this without thinking of the one episode of Kid Next Door. Kids Next Door, jeez. A minecart. I probably should have put that somewhere. Curious if the conveyor does anything. We have instruments too. Amazing. Okay. But are any of these nice bird things? Fire is not a nice bird thing. These are tipped over, so no. These are probably not very bird friendly. Again, I think the gimmick here on this thing is that it shows your... Yeah. I don't think it does anything other than that.
You know,
It's just
this could
personalized.
start to get annoying real fast.
Lipstick.
There's
Will birds like this lipstick? It's not that tall. What is this thing's deal? Why does this exist?
I wish you'd stop changing your mind.
And then there's... Pester again, jeez. Scissors are probably not a very good bird thing. The Swanetta fountain might actually be pretty good. Oh, it's a swan fountain, not even a Swanetta fountain. Interesting. Unless it's really tall, I don't think this is going to be very appealing. The fountain could be nice, though. Yeah. The fountain could be kind of like a bird bath or something, in fact.
You know, this could start to get annoying real fast.
So I can hold on to that. I do feel like wind chimes would make sense to have here. I don't know if they actually make noises. I'll have to think about keeping these somewhere. A bird bath, of course, except it never gets filled with water or anything. I like one that actually has water instead. Look at that. All these... They're not really decoration. I don't know why... All the other garden items, so-called, are at least nominally decoration, even though just a couple of them actually do other things. I don't know if the decoy pinata can actually... I don't think the decoy pinata will actually, like... distract... pest or anything like that. I don't think so. Although that would be nice. It would cost way more if it did, I imagine. So, consider a bird bath for later. Statues like these could be good. Oh yeah, I forgot that keeps the stars away for a bit. Statues could be nice. This one even has a bird on it, in fact.
Found what...
Yeah, so avian types of things especially, so we might move this at some point. It's kind of hard to find the center point of my garden. Maybe I can try to measure the center of my garden somehow. Hold on.
Giving ruffians chocolate coins can cook.
Is there a way to find the center of this garden? I don't feel like there is. I mean, I could do something crazy like counting the number of tiles or something. That's the only thing I can think to do.
Aha! Here's one of my favorite money bags. I mean...
I don't know if I want to put down painting somewhere or not. I'll have to think on that.
So that...
Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I see. Nice round number there. Okay. So in that case... 16 then. So... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... So since you can seemingly put slabs like right on the edge of your garden, yeah, it seems well aligned with the corners. I wonder if these are exactly 1 piniameter, actually. So is your garden like 32 by 32 piniameters then? That might be the case. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this should be the center here then. Although I don't really want... something more like this. Or how about corners away from this? Just trying to make a guide here. No, actually, I'll keep these slabs for a second, but then I'll quickly sell them. And it's just easier to leave them down like that than it is to and actually buy them and sell them afterwards than it is to undo everything and put them all back, since they get removed in order if you undo. Okay, so you can put...
I'm still open. Come in and take the weight of chocolate coins off your shoulders.
Thank you. We can put a swan fountain in here. Very nice. It's really centered.
Thanks. I wish I could say...
I don't know if we might want to put some other paving around here or not. Like I could consider having this kind of around the... Oh, you can actually place these... Oh, I didn't know that. I'm kind of tempted to have some kind of like kind of a square around this. Maybe not that big. Kind of like that. That is really centered. Nice. I figured they would be in each other's way, so I might want to put something else around this at some point. But yeah, we've got to start here. All right, so I wanted to make some meaningful progress on this garden before we ended the episode, but I think we have an idea now. We'll see where it goes from here. But I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.